Hello, welcome to an October update for you. So it's the start of the month, and we're going to do a little bit of a spooky theme, I think, because it's... Woo! I mean, this is the start of the month, and we've still got a little while to go for that, but we are going to go for a bit of a spooky theme, as I said, and we're going to be having a look at Mythos.
Mythos.
Yeah, so we've had a look at it before, but it's now on a version 2 of the rules. So they've streamlined some things, explained some things, and so we thought we'd have a closer look at it and see what they've changed.
You've got some stuff that's going up at some point, haven't you? And we're going to have a couple of games, and I have to reread the rules because I haven't played in months. So
it'll all come back to you.
It'll all come flooding back. But
the good thing about it is quite good to play. So. What we'll be doing is not necessarily its own series, so we'll just throw some videos up here and there. We'll talk about Mythos, so we'll be talking about the different factions, their background, how it's been integrated into the dystopian age.
Which it's part of that whole thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So Warcradle Studios they've grabbed all these different licenses and they've sort of worked it and made it into their own. Mythos was one of them, and now that it's been incorporated into it, there's some options from crossover bits and pieces, and it's really opened it up.
Yeah,
so
very cool.
We'll be having a look at that, and you'll be seeing some more of the miniatures. We'll talk about the rules. We will talk about some of the scenarios that come in there.
Yes.
As well. Talk about maybe which faction does the best with them. We'll give you some tips and tricks that we've come across. Yeah, you guys.
My guys are the best all the time.
Yeah, but you'll probably find that some of those are probably not safe for work because it's a Lovecraftian
it's a scary
thing.
one.
Yeah, so if you're into your Call of Cthulhu and things like that, which you should be because it's awesome.
Oh, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing that is going to be happening. So I don't know. For some people who are a little bit squeamish, just let them know.
It's a trigger warning.
Trigger warning, yes.
If great big things with octopus faces scare you, then don't watch.
No, definitely.
Don't get into Cthulhu either, because it's basically the thing. Oh dear.
So that's going to be a bit of a focus. Of course, we are still going to be doing our regular BattleTech stuff. So we have some things lined up that we're going to do. We're going to continue at the aerospace series.
Yeah.
It's going to start heating up now. We're talking sort of jump ships and...
Warships are the main thing. Capital scale damage is nasty.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be more than warming up. It's going to be naval laser warm. It's... Nasty stuff. And it's very quick battles because you're dealing out so much.
Yeah, that's it.
So we got some reading to do there and some stuff to do there as well. So that'll be fun. We might even try Pimp My Warship.
Pimp My Warship, yeah.
Pimp My Warship.
Was that Star Blazers? You just put like a big, what do they call, wave motion gun or a big plasma wave motion gun. A big thing at the
I vaguely
really
remember
old
the series, yeah.
Well, not really old if...
Well, if I remember it must
it's
be...
really old.
This is before TV. This is one of those puppet shows they did.
That's cool.
I do vaguely remember the Star Blazers thing, and they had like a thing on the front of it.
Yeah, and it just sort
ship
of
and it
destroyed everything, so... Because you got to use it once. The usual deal,
Yeah,
it's suspense. You can't just fire it rapidly like a pulse laser.
You got to build up a charge, and then you got to let it go, and then it's like you've got to let it rest for a while and build another charge up. By the time you've let one charge go, it's like everybody's dead anyway. So I don't know what you're worried
That's
about.
right. Yeah, no.
Fly
Let's
away.
build more of those.
Yeah, just
more of those.
3 of them is fine. That works. Fire them in unison.
We're also hoping to have a look at hopefully your Kickstarter stuff arrives from the BattleTech Mercenaries thing.
Haven't had any updates except we haven't gotten to Australia yet. I mean, there's a whole heap of people on YouTube doing like unboxings and stuff. So if you're waiting for us, you're going to be behind the times.
That's right.
But that's why you come to Australian content.
If you want quality.
Yeah. Is to see it 10 years later when we've gotten to it.
I reckon we could get the Australian-made approved certification thing. That we could legally put that up.
I don't think we'd be allowed to use that. That's a government thing. I don't think we'd be allowed to use that.
Right. No, fair enough. That's all right.
We could make something very similar with like an ivory skull on it.
Maybe.
Ivory skull approved.
Alpha Strike approved.
Boom.
But we're going to be looking at a couple of mechs. There's the next video that I'm doing for BattleTech. I'm going to get you on board because I want to have a chat about mechs that have come into existence because of other mechs. For various reasons, design, reverse engineering, or just happens to be this or that. There's some interesting stories out there, so I just wanted to have a look at those.
Have a look and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, we might do a few more, like mech or unit dives. I don't want to stick completely to mechs. So
there's heaps out there.
There's loads of units.
So
out there.
that's no problem.
I've got some scenario ideas that we can run through, and there's been a few comments that I've seen that I want to like do some audio stuff with and things. And looking at kaiju again for some silly reason. It's like they just pop into my head, so I'm like, oh, maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll come up with some kaiju stuff.
All right. Well, I think
I don't know if it'll work.
There's also Cav we're also going to look at, so talent games and things like that. We talked about that, but we got distracted. We had some other things you had to deal with, like moving, like we were talking about before, when Dad was moving and things. But we'll get back into that. But we're pretty much ready to go again with having a good look at that, so that's no problem. But I don't want to do too much for him. He's just saying, I've got to learn more rules again and things like that.
Pillar can put this one in her cut thing. We have to play that Seabill scenario.
Maybe another year we could put it off.
I see if we can go another year without actually doing it. I think I've managed to come up with a way to out-clan you.
Out-clan a clan?
Yeah, I can twist the clan rules to the point where I can actually play as an Innisphere person with clan. Like, be valid clan, but have a free-for-all. I think I've got it.
Oh, all right then.
I've been thinking. Like I said, and somebody mentioned, I'm not clan stupid, I'm me stupid. I'm doing it.
If you're struggling to battle one-on-one, I don't know.
Well, I mean, this was, if you remember, the one that we did where the attacker doesn't have to say what they're going to be doing, and apparently I'm going to be the attacker. So I've got some ideas around which objectives I want to follow. And I think if I pick the right objectives and make the narrative sort of the right way, then I can turn it into a free-for-all and then I can just shoot you. But I'm not 100% sure, so you clanners will have to be watching and see if I've done it right. We probably won't actually turn it into a free-for-all because we want to, like, show off Zilbriggen and all that sort of
that's
stuff.
right, because,
I've got a plan where it should work. So,
we'll see.
It'll
be interesting, though. If everyone follows the rules, you just sort of... It shows you who maybe the luckiest warrior
it becomes a one-on-one thing, and then you just have to make sure the one that you're against is weaker than you. Yeah, I don't see how that's like fair, but it's clan ruals, so it's clan rules.
Well, it's just different, really. If they're all doing it.
If you were in a sphere and you played like Clan Zilbriggen, like honor code, you can say, "Well, I'm in my atlas. Blam! That locust is now my enemy. None of you can touch me until I kill that locust." Okay, who's next? Next one up the chain. Oh, you're only 30 tons. Blam! And then just slowly work your way up.
You got to challenge within 20, though. It doesn't.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nobody said.
Ah, there you go.
I didn't know that, but
it's in the fine print.
Probably
the fine print.
In the fine print.
Okay. So that's basically where we are right now. That's what we're looking to do. If anything sort of super amazing comes along, we'll put it in the community section, any news and things like that.
On a tab somewhere.
Yeah, so there'll be something there. But thank you everyone for your support too. It's been really good. We've had lots of really, really good comments as well. Like really good.
I've got some that are quite old, but I want to kind of go through because I've seen them and I'm like, that is actually a thing. And I'm sure somebody's replied to them or you figured it out in the meantime, but I've got a few that I want to kind of like go through just cause. Just cause.
That's it.
But yeah, it's really good, especially on the workshop videos. There's been some good ideas on some of those. But yeah, very cool.
All right, everyone. Thank you. And,
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you in the next video, eh?
Yeah, that's the October update.
That's it.
Anti-swoosh. Or spooky anti-swoosh.
Spooky.
Bye.
It sounds like those funny, like...
That's the first.
Dirty.
It's wild, too. Billy used to say.
Don't drink me.
He used to say he could hear it talking to him.